But tonight's breaking story, Cyclone Montha has made a landfall in Andhra Pradesh just a short while ago. Wind speeds up to 110 kilometers per hour near Andhra's Kakinada. Alert has been issued in the coastal districts of Andhra, Odisha. Andhra deploys drones now in cyclone-affected areas. NDRF, SDRF teams are on standby now for rescue ops to be conducted. So the big story is coming from that Cyclone Montha, which has moved to the southeast coast of the country. I want to go straight to our reporters who are literally, I would say, in the eye of the cyclone. Apurva joins me from Kakinada, where that landfall was made a short while ago. Abdul, Bashir from Machilipatnam, also in Andhra Pradesh. But first to you, Apurva. First of all, I hope you're safe. The landfall has taken place. Tell us what you're hearing about damage, if any, in Kakinada.
Well, in fact, we are safe here in, Kakinada. One important thing to notice is that though the landfall has started, it seems like the rains are continuing to go progressively, increasing as the hours go by. 3 to 4 hours is the time that has been given for this landfall to take its complete effect in, the coastal town of Andhra Pradesh. We're seeing the impact that is likely to be, coastal towns from Machilipatnam well into Kalingapatnam are these coastal areas which will bear the brunt of this landfall that is expected. And IMD has also predicted that the windfall will go ahead well up to the speed of 90 kilometers per hour until 110 kilometers per hour. But Andhra Pradesh government has been prepared for Cyclone Montha, in fact, and starting from today, that is 8:30 this night until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, in across these 7 particular districts which will bear the direct brunt of the landfall, there has been absolute vehicular movement that has been restricted, barring emergency vehicles. This, not only that, there have been other precautionary measures that have been taken where power cuts have been issued in other areas as well. We are right now in one of these rescue centers there in Kakinada. As you can see, all people, it has already started raining out here. It's and all people who have been moved from low-lying areas have been evacuated and set up in similar such camps such as this where I am presented. On one side you have a fully functional medical camp that has been set up, generators that have been set up on standby, and people who have been in low-lying areas, they have been moved. Andhra Pradesh government has set out helpline numbers for public to access. Over 350 rescue and relief camps that have been set up in across these 7 districts with special nodal officials who have been deployed from the coastline of Nellore well into Srikakulam. These nodal officials will be taking stock of the situation as the landfall has now started, Rajdeep.
Okay, let me go to Abdul. Bashir, you're in Machilipatnam. Abdul, the landfall has just begun. Presumably all fishermen have been evacuated. In fact, one of the things India has learned in the last 10 years is how to cope with cyclones with advance warnings. Tell us again, what kind of safety precautions have been taken? What are you gathering?
Well, yes, I'm right now in Machilipatnam, where the severity of storm Cyclone Montha was being experienced. The whole area, the whole town has been blacked out. Several trees uprooted, the wind moving at a speed of 70 kilometers per hour in Machilipatnam. We are right now moved from, outside Machilipatnam town for safety. But what we are learning is that thousands of people have been moved from Machilipatnam town. Like we have said, real-time monitoring was done. That mechanism that has been bought by the AP Disaster Response Authority has used the real-time monitoring system where all the departments have come together and real-time monitoring was done. Thousands of people evacuated. 1,400, more than 1,400 villages were said to be affected. 44 towns were under the loop of this particular cyclone that is right now has made a landfall. We are right now at a safe place, but what we are learning is that the whole area, you can see behind me, is completely blacked out. All the shops have been closed. People have been asked not to venture out. Nobody around the beach or sea. Severe barricading, and highways also have been closed, where entry and exit points have been closed for now, where people have been asked not to venture in and around this area. Now all the precautions have been taken. More than thousands of people evacuated.
I'm just going to stop you.
Fishermen have
I'm
been
just going to
asked
stop
not
you for a
venture
moment,
into the
Abdul.
sea.
I'm just going to stop you for a moment because I've got also Akshita Nandgopal standing by to just explain to our viewers the path of this cyclone. Akshita, for the last 24 hours, various warnings have been issued. We've gone to Kakinada, we've gone to Machilipatnam, but there are warnings also issued in Odisha, and the landfall has been made, according to some reports, just a short while ago. Others are suggesting it will be as possibly around 10:30. Can you just tell us where we stand now with this cyclone at the moment and what lies ahead?
Absolutely, Rajdeep. So we've opened this up on the map to show you real time as we're tracking the movement of the cyclone. It's moving essentially this way. So I'll zoom that in further for you. Just below Vizag, this is where Kakinada falls. It's also where Machilipatnam is. So the cyclone, and this is the eye of the storm that you see here, it's already hit. What I'm showing you is a rain and thunder tracker. So these right here are the heavy rain bands that have already hit the coast. So there's southern parts of Andhra right now that's receiving the heaviest rainfall, and also northern parts of Tamil Nadu, including Chennai. But in a cyclone, it's all about the wind speeds. So if you look at the wind speeds right now, and this gives you a very clear picture of really where the eye of the storm currently is. It's already hit, you can see, the coast of Andhra Pradesh. But the wind speeds right now, we understand from the Met Department, has reached about 90 to 100 kilometers per hour. There's a possibility of that actually going up. And that's because these particular areas here, Rajdeep, that you see that's marked out in pink, the brighter colors, when that moves in is when you see the maximum impact of the cyclone, which is why experts are warning that the worst isn't over. The next few hours will be crucial to really assess what the impact of the cyclone is. What is the impact going to be, not just on Andhra, but also Odisha, because you can see here places like Gopalpur, which is on the coastal belt of Odisha, very close to Andhra. That's also going to bear the brunt of this cyclone as those bands continue to move inland.
Okay. As we can see from what Akshita says, the key really is the Andhra coast. But of course, we're hearing reports also of winds up to over 100 kilometers there in Odisha as well. Stay safe, all of you out there. Apurva, Abdul, Bashir, appreciate you giving us those live reports from Kakinada and Machilipatnam. Clearly, the rain has begun and we can only hope that it will cause minimal damage.